Good morning, class of 2021, and welcome to your commencement ceremony. To our Oregon Tech graduating class, honored keynote speaker Mr. Duncan Wise, trustees, faculty, staff, families, and friends, good morning to you. I am Nagi Naganathan, president of Oregon Tech, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you all to this event. Let me start by saying how I wish we all could be together in person to celebrate the accomplishments of our great students. But it is not meant to be yet again. At the outset, all of us at Oregon Tech want to extend our heartfelt thanks to the families and friends of the class of 2021. Thank you for all that you have done to help these students reach the finish line of their degree programs and the starting gate of their professional future. To our soon-to-be minted graduates, how I wish I could personally hand you your diplomas today. Unfortunately, that is not the case. While the pandemic is still keeping us physically apart in this virtual state, it should in no way diminish the celebration of your ability to persevere and your steadfast commitment to your academic program, culminating in this occasion today. Part of demonstrating that perseverance was your willingness to change, adapting to the change modality of learning, as well as change modalities in your daily living. Change is difficult, but change is part of life. Whether it be the pandemic, a divided society, or a more normal transition of moving from Oregon Tech's academic life into a career, the world around us changes on a regular basis. But change is not something that is always imposed on us. In our personal and professional lives, it is important that we ask ourselves how we can change instead of always expecting others to change. There will also be moments when we should be asking ourselves how we can be a catalyst for change. Why should we ask ourselves these questions? Our willingness to change and to be a partner of change for change will accelerate achievement of our plans and dreams. There is a close relationship between change and achievement as we march into the future. Robert Kennedy spoke about this eloquently in the context of a great future for our nation. This was in 1962. But I believe his words apply to every person just as well even today. Mr. Kennedy said, I quote, "We cannot stand idly by and expect our dreams to come true under their own power. The future is not a gift, it is an achievement. Every generation helps make its own future. This is the essential challenge to the present," end quote. And your future will be based on how far you are willing to address the inevitable change while negotiating the opportunities and challenges ahead. In your professions, how will you approach a changing healthcare environment and new diseases? Energy resources and delivery methods, population and urbanization, rising sea levels and water shortages, cybercrime and cybersecurity, and this list goes on and on. Change is going to be ever present all around us. Being an agent of and for change is about transformation and our commitment to disruptive innovation in dealing with it. Innovation and change have always been at the core of science, technology, business, industry, and society. It is not just a necessary or an obvious thing. It is not just something of the last decades or even centuries. It is an inevitable part of our lives and the lives of future generations. So please be prepared and be willing to be an agent of change. The world around us is changing fast, and more rapidly than ever before. Existing concepts and vested interests are under continuous pressure to adapt to the new. When change is in front of us, what are some of the possible reactions? Ignore, reject, adopt, or adapt. It's at this time you can either choose between blocking change or commit to giving guidance and demonstrating leadership. The future of our telecom sector, the energy sector, the business sector, the automotive and healthcare sectors will rely on your ambitious and agile response to change. As you leave Oregon Tech with your diplomas, please be open to these new challenges, ideas, and opportunities. And that's why you, our graduates, are so important for the future of our nation and the world. You have limitless potential as the world changes. And if you are going to change as a society, if you are going to change our culture from one of divisiveness to one of acceptance, you will play an important role with the decisions you make. If we are going to solve old problems, we will need new thinking and new ideas, and you are the individuals who are capable of igniting that change. You can take those big, ambitious steps forward, and as you do, you may be tempted, but do not choose to lean back into a comfort zone of the past glory. It is time to embrace change right now and commit to being part of the solution. You acquired your skills and competencies here at Oregon Tech, and we know you will accomplish great things. Congratulations, Oregon Tech graduates, on your achievements thus far and what you are set to achieve yet in the future. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first speaker, Jessica Gomez, who is chair of Oregon Tech's Board of Trustees. Ms. Gomez has provided wisdom and guidance to Oregon Tech as a trustee for 7 years, and now providing leadership to the board as chair. Ms. Gomez has provided the same entrepreneurial leadership as the founder, president, and chief executive officer of Rogue Valley Micro Devices. Ms. Gomez began her technical career at Standard Microsystems and later joined Integrated Micro Machines, Inc. in California. While there, she developed a love for entrepreneurship and soon fulfilled it when she relocated to Medford, Oregon, and founded Rogue Valley Micro Devices, Inc. Chair Gomez is a leader in the business community in Medford and Southern Oregon and cares about the education and economic conditions statewide. She is also a member of the Oregon Business Council, a group of 40 business leaders from around the state focused on public policy issues. She is a winner of many leadership awards. Most recently, Portland Business Journal recognized her as among the women of influence in 2021. Thank you, Chair Gomez, for all that you do for the state of Oregon and for Oregon Tech, and for being here today to honor our distinguished graduates. Please join me in welcoming Chair Jessica Gomez.
Thank you for joining us today virtually for the Oregon Institute of Technology's 73rd commencement ceremony. Dr. Naganathan, distinguished honorees, members of the faculty, graduates, families, and friends, I am pleased to bring you greetings from the Oregon Tech Board of Trustees. It is an honor to celebrate this commencement with you today, the class of 2021. As an Oregon Tech graduate, you have many advantages. During your time here, it is likely you have already practiced your profession. We hope that this experience has left you feeling prepared for the opportunities and challenges you will face while building your career. You have now a valuable set of skills, the understanding of how effective teams work, the respect for others that you work with, the ability to recognize their strengths as well as your own. We hope that you will take these lessons with you into your new workplace and do great things now and into the future. As we continue to navigate the challenges of a constantly changing world, I extend my heartfelt thanks for your perseverance and for your resilience. You are here today because you remained dedicated to achieving your goals, because you prioritized your education, and because you understood how important that education would be to your future success. Your graduation is a time to celebrate your tremendous accomplishments. It is also a time to acknowledge those around you who have helped you get here. Your family, your friends, your mentors, and supporters. There have been many people cheering you on, and we will continue to do so as you become alumni of Oregon Tech. In the upcoming years, you will be faced with many decisions that will help to shape you into the leaders you will become. Will you be humble enough to admit that you are not always right and maybe not have all the answers? Will you be curious enough to seek those answers? Will you do your part to help the world become a better, more compassionate and understanding place, no matter how little you may feel your impact might be? I hope that you do, because I can guarantee that your impact is greater than you think, especially to those who are around you. Every generation has at least one defining moment. And I would have to say that for you graduating today, there are at least three. September 11, 2001, the financial meltdown of 2008, the COVID-19 pandemic, and many other defining moments that are personal to each one of us. Our hope for you is that you have and will continue to emerge from each one of these challenges wiser and more resilient. Yours just might be the wisest, most resilient generation yet. Challenging times are often the ones that you remember most, and your decisions during these times help to define who you are. You have shown by your time here at Oregon Tech that you have a desire to learn and gain additional perspective. As you journey into the future, I urge you to pay careful attention to the world and the people around you. There are many great and exciting opportunities that await you, and as an Oregon Tech graduate, you are in the perfect position to make the most of those opportunities. On behalf of the Oregon Tech Board of Trustees, congratulations. We can't wait to see what you do next.
Thank you, Chair Gomez, for those kind words. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you this year's commencement speaker, Mr. Duncan Wise. Duncan Wise has been president of the Oregon Business Council since 1995. Oregon Business Council, or OBC, is a private, nonprofit, nonpartisan organization whose members are principally chief executives at some of the Oregon's largest enterprises. OBC focuses the knowledge and resources of its members on key long-range public policy issues facing Oregon, such as economic development, education, healthcare, transportation, and public finance. OBC has launched many statewide initiatives, including the Oregon Business Plan and Oregon Learns. Mr. Wise also serves as the executive director of the Oregon Business Council Charitable Institute. Prior to OBC, Duncan was executive director of the Oregon Progress Board, a state agency where he developed Oregon Shines, which is Oregon's long-term strategy for economic growth, and Oregon Benchmarks, indicators measuring how Oregon is doing in its people, place, and economy. Previously, he spent 8 years at the California Public Utilities Commission, serving as advisor to the president and director for policy and planning. And now, from his office in Portland, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Mr. Duncan Wise as our commencement speaker today.
Congratulations, OIT Class of 2021. It is an honor to be with you to celebrate your accomplishments and to wish you the very best as you enter the next stage. You are an exceptional class, graduating in a moment of hope and promise, yet into a world that has been upended and transformed by a global pandemic. Think back. When you entered OIT, masks were for snorkeling. Zoom was a brand of hot cereal, and Corona was a fine Mexican beer. Who could have imagined how discombobulating these years would be? Yet, with grit and ingenuity, you and your colleagues persevered. Your degree earned during this pandemic demonstrates a level of resiliency that will serve you well in the years ahead. You and your classmates have a special opportunity. The world has been transformed by this pandemic. We will not come out the way we came in. We're on a new trajectory, and much is in flux. You are poised to shape a more equitable, more resilient society. While this pandemic has been painful, it has created new patterns of life and enlightened us to new opportunities. Think about what's ahead. We've learned to work and shop at home, and many of us like it. We need to rethink our workplaces, our retail markets, our gathering places in ways that could reshape the design of our cities and our transportation systems. While I'm sure you've missed in-person classrooms, we now know that distance learning can be a powerful tool that could reshape education delivery. And we know that telehealth is here to stay. We need to rethink the delivery of both systems as we look ahead. And surely the internet has become an even more important part of our lives. Again, you can help shape that future. We have witnessed an acceleration in automation and artificial intelligence that will permanently reshape manufacturing, the delivery of services, and the nature of work. Many of you are engaged in these issues. Again, what an exciting time to be pursuing a career. One thing that hasn't changed, unfortunately, is the threat of the climate crisis. Because of OIT's strong programs in these areas, many of you will have a special leadership role to play in the years ahead. And as we think about all this work, we do need to address all the issues of poverty and racial justice. There's a lot on our plate. There is a lot on our plate. And your plate as well as you start your careers. I hope you see this as an opportunity to lead. We badly need new ideas. We need voices like yours to rebuild and remake our community into a better place. So, with all this work ahead and all these opportunities to make a difference, I'm sure you're excited. I know at your age, when I was your age, I was very excited about the possibilities, but also uncertain about what I actually could do and wanted to do as my career unfolded. There's so many possibilities, so many unknowns. So the first thing I want you to know about your own future is just how talented and well-equipped you are. You probably know it. I looked at the data. OIT graduates earn among the highest salaries of any of the universities in our state. You bring a lot to the workplace, which means you can afford to be choosy. I encourage you to be choosy, and I encourage you to think big. My advice that I will give you today is very, very simple, but it's not easy to follow. My advice is this: if you pursue what you love, you will do well at your career. A key to a satisfying and even exhilarating career is to find the work you really enjoy doing. A famous example is billionaire Warren Buffett, who describes how he tap dances to work every day. He's still at work at age 90. He doesn't need the money, but he loves what he does. Countless others enjoy this kind of pleasurable life in a wide range of fields. It isn't always easy, work can be stressful, but careers are just so much better when you find joy in what you're doing. But it's not always easy to figure out what that is, and it's very personal to each of us. Take me, for example. My love and passion is applying economic analysis to shape public policy. I discovered this interest in love in college. I was inspired by great professors. I loved reading economics texts, debating policy, and writing papers to apply principles into a range of societal and business challenges. I had no idea how to turn that interest into a career, but I was lucky to figure out that I could. I can assure you, I did not know at the outset where to go. I had little clue about the possibilities. But what I did is I explored jobs after college based on my interest. I visited and talked to people about what they enjoyed doing. I got advice, and pretty soon an internship was created that fit my interest. I tried different jobs. Other emerged, sometimes dreadful, but mostly wonderful. I learned from all of them, and I moved ahead pursuing my interest. Today, at the Oregon Business Council, I have the privilege of working on big public policy issues and working with some of the most interesting business and elected leaders in the state. In short, I love what I do. And yet, I suspect most of you would not enjoy my work. Most of you are probably not turned on by funding formulas to allocate dollars to universities and community colleges. Most of you probably don't think a lot about competitive structure in telecommunications industries. Most of you would be bored to study gross receipts taxes, impact on economic growth and consumer prices. I would happily discuss any of these subjects over lunch, hikes, or anywhere with people who share my interests. That's just who I am. It's probably not you. Only you can discover what you love. We're all different, and finding the right career based on what you love is an adventure that is just beginning for you. Discovering what you love is not easy. Most people struggle. It can take trial and error. It almost inevitably will. You do have certain advantages. At OIT, you've had the opportunity to apply theory in real-world settings. And this has probably helped you discover what you enjoy and what you don't. So your passage to a career may well move along more smoothly than for other graduates. And yet, I think you can expect to have missteps along your way. Workplaces can turn out to be very different from what you imagine. I'd be surprised if you don't have some disappointments. It's really a process of trial and error. There are also some traps that you can get into along the way. Perhaps the biggest trap is taking on a job that you think you should do rather than what you actually want to do. Sometimes this happens from peer pressure, or you may be enticed to a seductively high-priced job offer. But please don't equate high salaries with high work satisfaction. Remember, if you're doing what you really love, you will almost certainly be successful and live a very satisfying life. Let me give you one good example of this. A friend of mine from college who went on to get a biology PhD afterwards thought he should do research in biology. But along the way, he decided that he really didn't like it. What he loved were animals. And so what he became was a zookeeper and was delighted with his work. Along with cleaning pens and working with animals, he traveled to conferences and became very good at his craft. It's probably not a career for you, definitely not for me, but perfect for him. So I'd like to offer some practical suggestions on how to discover and achieve the career you love. It starts right back here at OIT. I suspect by now you have at least a germ of an idea of what you would love to do with your career. But you probably have a lot of unknowns about what opportunities are available and where you might go next. Where do you go for help? I suggest you turn to a remarkable network of people, the OIT alumni. These are individuals with a wealth of experience who can relate to you and I expect would be more than happy to help. One of the most powerful ways to discover what work is right for you is to reach out to others with more experience and ask them to tell their stories. It's simple, but so effective. The strategy made a big difference to me in my younger years. You see, most people are more than happy to talk about their lives, especially when it isn't in the context of a formal job interview. They'll open up to what they enjoy, discuss their mistakes, and as they do, the stories will often provide you with insights you could never have imagined and would have taken years to learn on your own. One formal conversation I had early on led to a job I really wasn't even looking for. In fact, as you go through this process, you'll discover many jobs are never even posted. And by talking to people, a job may be created that is just right for you. I suggest you reach out to your alumni. One reason is because they share your experiences. Another is, quite frankly, many are doing extraordinary things that can help you learn. Take Mary Campbell, winner of this year's Scientific Achievement Award. She's the director of molecular genomics lab for a hospital in Oregon. Her work led to the first COVID testing in Oregon, a real star in the last 12 months. Jennifer Lyman graduated from Oregon Tech in 2012 from a dental hygiene program. This amazing, resilient, caring woman has just started her own business, mentoring women and children through military deployment. As a military wife and mother of two, Jennifer is on a mission to support other women. I've come across recently Ben Howard, class of 2003. He's done big things with his Oregon Tech degree. He started his career at Intel and then co-founded 2 companies in the agricultural drone industry. I learned about Ben recently from a team imagining how to bridge the urban-rural divide in Oregon through aviation. Ben's current venture, an on-demand flight service similar to Uber, but for airplanes and potentially electric airplanes, called Connect Air. This business could be a game changer for bridging the urban-rural divide here in Oregon. The possibilities for you are endless. And by talking with your alumni, I think you really can see the opportunities that lie ahead of you. I had a chance a couple years ago to meet John Greiser, co-owner of Elemental Energy, who was building a large solar array on an apartment complex I'm involved with. He told me he was an OIT graduate. I wanted to learn more about his story, and he told it to me. He transferred to OIT from a liberal arts college because he was attracted to the renewable energy program, and he liked the idea of applied learning. Along the way, a professor invited him to participate in a trip to Tanzania, where they were installing solar arrays for people who had no electricity at all. That trip, John tells me, changed his life. He realized this was his mission to help apply solar to the world. He came back, he built a solar array as part of a senior project, and in doing so, had to get a business license. He set that license aside upon graduation and went to work for Solar World, one of the largest solar companies in the United States, located in Hillsborough. The company was doing well. He was doing well until the Chinese flooded the U.S. market with low-cost solar panels and put Solar World into a tailspin. The bad news arrived to John. They were going to have to lay him off, at least for 3 months. They hoped to bring him back in late January. For John, this was a shock, but it also was a critical moment for his success. He thought about it. He realized there were a lot of solar panels available and he should start installing them. So he dusted off his business license and went to work. Today, John and his company, who he's joined with Brandon Little, another OIT grad, they have built Elemental Energy into one of the largest solar panels companies, if not the largest in the state, with some of the largest installations as well. I talked more with John about whether he loved his job, and he said yes, absolutely, he loves his job. He is doing what he wanted to do when he was sitting in Tanzania. He's even built a nonprofit to help provide support for solar installations around the world. I asked him if he would share his stories with other OIT graduates, and he said, of course I would. That would be a joy for him. So I encourage you to reach out to him and other alumni. As we shared our stories, he called out a piece by James Michener that inspired him. It inspired me as well, so I think I'll share it with you. This is Michener. The master in the art of living makes little distinction between his work and his play, his labor and his leisure, his mind and his body, his information and his recreation, his love and his religion. He hardly knows which is which. He simply pursues his vision of excellence at whatever he does, leaving others to decide whether he is working or playing. To him, it's always doing both. May you work and play with joy and lead a fulfilling life. Congratulations, class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Wise, for taking time to share your insight with our graduates as they are beginning their careers. I would now like to present the awards from the Oregon Tech Foundation for Excellence in Teaching. This student-selected award honors faculty members who have made a difference in the lives of students through outstanding teaching performance and exemplary commitment to student success. This year's recipient from the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management is Fong Wen, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Systems Engineering on the Portland Metro campus. And this year's recipient from the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences is Don McDonnell, Professor in the Department of Medical Imaging on the Klamath Falls campus. Please join me in congratulating these two faculty colleagues for their special recognition. I am also pleased to share that two of our faculty members are receiving the prestigious recognition of Emeriti upon their retirement this year. The 2021 Emeritus faculty are Elvira Schechtel, who has served as a member of our faculty for 31 years. She has received the Faculty Achievement Award, Professor of the Year Award, Most Interpretational Teacher Award, Trophy for Best Teacher, and nominated by students for CCT Excellence in Teaching Award every year since its inception. And Barry Kennedy, who has served Oregon Tech for 13 years. He helped start the echocardiography program at Oregon Tech in 2009. He also served as program director for 10 years and designed, wrote, and implemented all initial junior year courses. Barry has also organized echocardiography medical camps overseas and actively participated in national and international programs in the area of expertise. Please join me in congratulating our faculty emeriti. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Erin Foley, Vice President for Student Affairs and Dean of Students, who will recognize our student awardees who have achieved special accomplishments during their time at Oregon Tech. Dr. Foley has led our Student Affairs Division for 22 years, mentoring and supporting students to ensure their success. Her many responsibilities at Oregon Tech include student life, housing, the health center, public safety, and athletics. Dr. Foley is a steadfast supporter of Oregon Tech students, and at times when events are happening, she is in the crowd at as many athletic events, school activities, and club events as possible. Dr. Foley's attention is always on our students and their success now and after they leave Oregon Tech as well. Thank you, Dr. Foley, for all you do every day and being a consistent rock of support for our students. Please join me now in welcoming Dr. Erin Foley to recognize the Student Awards of Excellence.
Thank you, President Naganathan. This has always been my favorite time of year, when I get to help celebrate the achievements of Oregon Tech's graduates. It's also a bittersweet time, because I'm saying goodbye to another class of students. I, along with many others, will always remember the class and the incredible challenges of their final year. I'm hopeful that you'll return to campus in the near future so I can congratulate you in person. Thank you for being a part of everything that makes Oregon Tech a very special place, and congratulations. All right, now on to the presentation of the student awards, starting with the university-wide awards for students from any campus location. The Hiram M. Hunt Award recipient this year is Lauren Frost, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Communication Studies. The Most Dedicated Student Service Award this year goes to Walker M. York, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Accounting. The Oregon Tech Pride Award recipient for this year is the 2021 ASCE Steel Bridge Team, a group of 5 students. These students include Grant Bannister, graduating with a Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Michael Hoy, graduating with a Bachelor of Science and Master of Science in Civil Engineering, Kayla DeHoop, graduating with a Bachelor and Master's in Civil Engineering, Ian Pargetter, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Civil Engineering, and Evan Worthington, a freshman studying Civil Engineering. The Outstanding Community Service Award goes to Hassan Al-Ramadan, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Dental Hygiene. The Outstanding Non-Traditional Student Award this year goes to Sally Sutton, a junior in the OHSU nursing program. The Outstanding Student Veteran Award goes to 2 students this year. Isaac Gilmore, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering from Klamath Falls, and Alex Golochopov, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Software Engineering Technology from the Portland Metro campus. The Owen Citizenship Award this year honors Apurva Singh, Bachelor of Science in Biology in December. The Student Achievement Award this year goes to Christian Gomez, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Biology Health Sciences. And this year's Graduate Student Achievement Award goes to Hannah Wolf, graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering and Environmental Sciences this year, and then again next year with a Master's in Renewable Energy Engineering. And now for the student awards from the Portland Metro campus in Wilsonville. The Outstanding Academic Achievement Award goes to Matthew Sherlin graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Engineering. The Outstanding Community Service Award goes to Jimmy Pierce, Bachelor of Science in Mechanical Engineering, anticipated next year. And the Outstanding Student Involvement Award goes to Justin Ringel, Bachelor of Science and Masters of Science in Renewable Energy, anticipated next year. Each year, the Oregon Tech academic departments select one outstanding scholar. These scholars are listed in the commencement program and on our graduation website, or in the packet that you should have received in the mail. Scholars, while we can't be with you in person today, we recognize your achievements and send you congratulations across the cybersphere. From those outstanding scholars, the President's Senior Cup recipients are chosen. Recipients of the 2021 President's Senior Cup are Walker M. York from the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management, and Christian Gomez from the College of Health, Arts, and Sciences. Congratulations and best wishes to all our student awardees and to all of you graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Foley, and congratulations to each of our student awardees. I am pleased and proud now to introduce our student speaker, Walker M. York, who graduates with a degree in accounting from the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management. Walker hails from Grants Pass, Oregon, with college credits he earned from Rogue Community College while he was still a student at Hidden Valley High School. From his first days on campus in fall 2018 through his final year, Walker was very active in the student experience while excelling academically and completing his degree in just 3 years. Walker's involvement on campus and beyond has been significant in many ways. Walker's dedication to assisting other students is evident through his work as a peer consultant, top tutor, and supplemental instructor for accounting classes. Walker also served as the event planner for the Campus Activities Board and as a business ambassador in support of the management department. This year, Walker was also a member of the Oregon Tech's team that competed in the Institute of Management Accountants National Student Case Study, which placed in the Elite 8. Academically, Walker has certainly excelled with only 1B in 3 years. He was selected as the Outstanding Scholar for his major and the President's Senior Cup, the highest academic award, plus the most dedicated student award this year. His high academic marks and personality landed him an internship last summer at Interfor, which is a lumber company in Port Angeles, Washington, where he made such an impression that he was offered a full-time position upon graduation, and he accepted it. Now, Interfor has also agreed to pay for Walker's graduate education in the coming year. Talk about impressing with performance. Perhaps with a little more free time in his future, Walker can do more of the things he loves: hiking, playing frisbee, and shooting hoops. Please join me in welcoming our College of ETM student speaker, Walker M. York.
Thank you, Dr. Nagy. Hello and welcome students, faculty, family, younger siblings scrolling on TikTok, and my mom and dad. I made it on TV, guys. Before I begin this morning, I would like to say a big congratulations to everyone for making it to this point. There were times that I thought this day would never come. And then there were times I thought this day would never come. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Walker. We went to college together. Those were good times. Today, I will be presenting something pretty cool, something pretty dang special, something that has never been done before. That's right. Today, I will be delivering the first ever Chick-fil-A inspired speech in history. So buckle up, we're about to raise this coop. Just like Chick-fil-A, this speech is going to be fast, the best you've ever had, and served with a big smile. Now, before you ask me, no, I'm not officially sponsored by Chick-fil-A. Not yet, anyways. Chick-fil-A, right here. My name is Walker York. My number is 541-659-8255. 1145. Call me while I'm cheap. Okay, enough business. This morning I have 2 points for you all. The first is, we did it. And the second is, what's next? Graduates, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get the feeling that the universe was trying to tell us something. I mean, have you taken a minute to think about recent events? Like, really taken a minute to think about it? We have witnessed the introduction of murder hornets, as if normal hornets weren't good enough. We've witnessed Australia playing with fire, an Area 51 raid, murder clowns from our nightmares becoming real, Tide Pods merging with Whole Foods, and the list goes on. Through this lens, it sure seems like the universe was doing everything in its power to keep us from this moment, this glorious and proud moment, but we persevered. We hurdled all these obstacles and made it. When our kids ask us what we were doing when the world was falling apart, we can proudly tell them that we were in a Zoom call, risking our very lives for an education. In all seriousness, though, I make fun, but we have been through a lot. Maybe even too much. I feel like I should give you a hug or a pat on the back or something. But in maintaining social distancing standards, you're just going to have to settle with this fantabulous speech. My peers, thanks to the amazing faculty and staff here at Tech and all the support from our family and friends, today, despite everything thrown at us, we graduate and become Oregon Tech alums. We did it. Now comes the question that plagues us all. What's next? I'll be the first to tell you, I don't know. But I can assure you this much. The universe will never take its foot off the pedal. Whatever is coming next is sure to come out of nowhere and leave us speechless. But I have hope. With some love, community, a touch of common sense, and a good sense of humor, we will get through it. I know it. Graduates, faculty, staff, family, younger siblings still on TikTok, thank you for joining me during this historic celebration. From the bottom of my heart, I wish you all the very best. Class of 2021, in the words of one of my favorite math teachers, Gary Lathan, go forth and conquer. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Walker, for speaking to your fellow students today. Your dedication to helping your fellow students succeed has been very obvious during your time here, and we wish you the best of luck in your career at Interfor and beyond. It is now my pleasure to welcome Oregon Tech's Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs and Strategic Enrollment Management, Dr. Joanna Mott, to the podium for the presentation of our graduates. Dr. Mott joined Oregon Tech as Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs 2 years ago, and since then has led many important initiatives in support of our academic enterprise and our students, while taking on many extra duties, including the responsibility for the strategic enrollment management. Before joining Oregon Tech, Dr. Mott served in several roles at various institutions. These included Dean and Professor of Biological Sciences in the College of Natural Sciences and Mathematics at California State University, Sacramento, Department Head of Biology at James Madison University in Virginia, and a faculty member and Department Chair of Life Sciences at Texas A&M University, Corpus Christi. Please join me in welcoming Oregon Tech's Provost, Dr. Joanna Mott, to present our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Naganathan. While a physically distanced and virtual ceremony is new to all of us, we want to keep the ceremony true to the usual pomp and circumstance. So we invite you to rise as we confer your degree wherever you are in this formal part of today's ceremony. Will the graduates for the Oregon Institute of Technology's bachelor's and master's degrees in the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management please rise? Will the faculty please rise? President Naganathan, these students who comprise the class of 2021 are candidates for the associate's, bachelor's, and master's degrees in their respective fields. Upon completion of their required curriculum, they are recommended by the faculty to receive their degrees.
Thank you, Provost Mott. Upon the recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by the State of Oregon and the trustees of the Oregon Institute of Technology, I do confer upon all of the qualified candidates, including those in absentia, the associate, bachelor's, and master's degrees in the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management for which they have met the requirements. You are charged with the duties and responsibilities of that degree and granted the privileges and prerogatives appertaining thereto. Congratulations, class of 2021. Let us congratulate them together from wherever you are watching from with a giant round of applause. And now, we will begin the recognition ceremony for our graduates. Dr. Tom Kaiser, Dean of the College of Engineering, Technology, and Management, along with Dr. Franny House and Ms. Corman Morgan, will now recognize each of our graduates.
Thank you, Dr. Naganathan. We now begin with the graduates of the Department of Civil Engineering.
The first degree in the School of Engineering, Technology, and Management is Master of Science, Civil Engineering. Grant William Bannister, Oregon Tech Pride Award, Tau Beta Pi. Trevor Miles Davis, Tau Beta Pi. Kayla Nicole DeHoop, Oregon Tech Pride Award, Tau Beta Pi. Marisan Grace Elizabeth. Michael Keith Hoy, Oregon Tech Pride Award, Tau Beta Pi. Natasha S. Karen. Noah Neiman. Garrett Cole Stevens, Tau Beta Pi. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Civil Engineering. Alfred Adams VI. Talal Almutari. Justin Archer, cum laude. Grant William Bannister, Oregon Tech Pride Award, Tau Beta Pi. Trevor S. Brooks. Ashley Butcher. Jessica L. Chosey, cum laude. Amanda Constant, cum laude. Nicholas Thomas Crossett. Trevor Miles Davis, Tau Beta Pi. Kayla Nicole DeHoop, magna cum laude, Oregon Tech Pride Award, Tau Beta Pi. Jacob Tyler Edmondson, magna cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Marisan Grace Elizabeth. Juan Daniel Guzman, cum laude. Michael Keith Hoy, summa cum laude, Oregon Tech Pride Award, Tau Beta Pi. Alexander J. Holland, Tau Beta Pi. Jasmine Elizabeth James. Natasha S. Karen, summa cum laude. Connor James Mullen. Bronson Kazutaka Nikamoto. Noah Neiman. Garrett Oman, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award.
Ian Pargeter. magna cum laude, Oregon Tech Pride Award.
Emil Kalani Porter Park. Chad Thomas Petrock, cum laude.
Anna Carolyn Sheedle, cum laude. Lance R. Taylor, Tau Beta Pi. Christian Rain Umura. Chase Wago. Daniel Owen White.
Next, we will recognize the graduates of Computer Systems Engineering Technology.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Computer Engineering Technology. David Abaroa, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Mason Clough, cum laude. Daniel Clay Eberhardt. Hayden Hutzel, cum laude. Steen Rasmussen. Zachary Rowland. The next degree is Associate of Engineering, Computer Engineering Technology. Quinn A. Joslin. Sarge Smith. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Embedded Systems Technology. Andrew DeRita, magna cum laude. Jason Paul Farrell. Mark Stephen Hulton. Ian Daniel LeCavalier. Juan Luis Madrigal. Jose Luis Martinez. Colton Sterling Morris. Garrison Cole Peacock, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. James Roundtree, magna cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Sanchez, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Sean Thomas Scott. Mary Elizabeth Swords. Timothy James Wright, magna cum laude.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Software Engineering Technology. Kevin Michael Adams. Shant Singh Ahuja, magna cum laude. Tyler Scott Allen. Annie Alston, cum laude. Hussein Ahmed Al-Zahar. Eno Aragon. Bo Bell, cum laude. Bradley Scott Bergstrom, magna cum laude. Justin Bainan. Brennan A. Bose. Robert Bosch, cum laude. Hyen Chung. Evan D. Clark. Jordan Clark. Isa Graham Cowie. Nomira Delacruz, magna cum laude. Rihanna Delgado, cum laude. Jareth Dodson. Andrew Dozer, magna cum laude. Thomas Eberhardt, magna cum laude. Christopher Ebling. Ruby Starr Felton. Michael Patrick Flanagan. John Furlan. Garrett L. Hammock. Nathan Icola, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Carter Ray Knutson, cum laude. Catherine Suzanne LaFrance. Levi Lutold, cum laude. Jacob Thomas Locke. Devin Lee Lutz, cum laude. Cade McNiven. Joseph Mekow. Tristan Mangus, magna cum laude. Jose Moreno. Jared Muralt. Jeffrey William Huffine Ottenad, summa cum laude. Matthew Peripato. Dana Elise Posey.
Seth Ray, cum laude. Michael Remley. Suleiman Rayazi. Nicholas Arenal Sack, cum laude. Laura Elizabeth Sanchez, magna cum laude. Adrian Schwartz, summa cum laude. Sarge Smith. Nathaniel M. Swenson. Andrew Tran. Brenton Unger II, cum laude. Yang Wang, summa cum laude. Ryan John Welch, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Nicholas Welty. Jesse T. Whiting. Matthew Kent Willoughby. Cody Austin Winslow, summa cum laude. Timothy James Wright, magna cum laude. Gabriel C. Zeller, magna cum laude. John Warren Zimmerman, cum laude. The next degree is Associate of Engineering, Software Engineering Technology. David Augustin Abaroa Gomez. Jose Luis Martinez.
Congratulations, class of 2021. We're proud of you.
Congrats to the grad. Today is your day. We hope you find joy in your journey as you now fly away. We can't wait to see the things you'll make. We'll wait for your updates here near the lake. Congrats.
Congratulations, graduates. I've seen all your hard work and now it's going to pay off. Bravo.
Graduates of the Department of Electrical Engineering will now be recognized.
The next degree is Master of Science, Engineering. Jason Robert Baptiste, Scott Breitenstein, Thomas Michael Bridges, Crystal Ann Cruz, Garrett Emsley, Toby James Farkas, Zachary Hoffman, Wade Allen Hull, Timothy Ivanoff, Ross Taylor Ogle, Olga Skyberg, Catherine F. Stankus.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Electrical Engineering. Athbi Alanezi, Abdul Wahab Al-Fadli, Rehaf Mohammed Al-Hassan, Majed Dubayan Al-Maji, Mohammed Al-Quatan, Rayed Ahmed Al-Taref, cum laude. Cameron R. Bates, Peter A. Bailey, Keaton Michael Bradley, Scott Breitenstein, summa cum laude. Thomas Michael Bridges, magna cum laude. Cody K. Brown, James Kaliva, Crystal Ann Cruz, cum laude. Dmitry V. Dorokov, Nader L. Atrash, Toby James Farkas, magna cum laude. Michael Issam Farr, Troy W. Ferguson, cum laude. Arnold Fernandez, cum laude. Tristan Elijah Fout, cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Jason Hobbs, Justin Laughlin, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Nathaniel Anthony Leeskew, Curtis Lepley, summa cum laude. Adam C. Lindgren, Aaron Matthew Lukash, Corey Isabel Manko, Jason McComb, Chad Morishig, Trenton Caleb Kevin Oswald, cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Stuart Reiswig, cum laude. Giuseppe Saxon, summa cum laude. Brian Alexander Sinclair, cum laude. Olga Skyberg, summa cum laude. Trask Telismanich, Jonathan Thurston, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award, Tau Beta Pi. Stefan A.T. Valenzuela. Michael Anthony Walter.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Electronics Engineering Technology. Hassan Abdullah Muhammad Al-Hayak. Esma Bilal. Rob Joseph Muka. The next degree is Master of Science, Renewable Energy Engineering. Jules Early. Kyle Justin Jenkins, Tau Beta Pi. Jessica Robin Kirby. Nathan S. Margocius. Shelby Vasconcelos Murphy. Juan Roberto Villarreal. Jessica Shelby York, Tau Beta Pi. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Renewable Energy Engineering. Mustafa Abu Darwish. Zakaria Al-Khatib. Mahanad Al-Rawili. Raid Aid Al-Ruwaili. Braden Charles Christensen, magna cum laude. Chris DeLang. Abubakar Umar Dukure, cum laude.
Caleb C. Edmonds.
Jefferson Kamani Fusum. Samuel E. Gaumer. Kyle Justin Jenkins, magna cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Morgan Lannon, Tau Beta Pi. Daniel Malriot, cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Corey Isabel Manco. Brandon Wade Minnis. Mohammed Bashir Mohammed Noor. Jeffrey Mark Perkins. Andrew David Reed, cum laude. Ryan S. Schofield, magna cum laude. Wessam Shaneb.
Matthew Sherland, magna cum laude, Outstanding Academic Achievement Award, Outstanding Scholar Award. Ross Alejo Season. Alex Thomas Smith. Kevin Thaddeus Stearman, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award, Tau Beta Pi. Juan Roberto Villarreal. Niels Christian Williams. Connor James Miller Wilson, summa cum laude. Hannah Wolf, magna cum laude, Graduate Student Award, Tau Beta Pi. Jessica Shelby York, magna cum laude, Tau Beta Pi.
Congratulations to all the ERE graduates for this year. You've made it through to the end. I hope that that you all have a wonderful time at your first jobs as new graduates. Congratulations.
Dear students, I'm Dr. Chitra Venugopal, Program Director of BSREE, Portland Metro Campus. You are very special, and the degree that you have earned today is very special because you have got this degree after going through all the stressful climate in this pandemic era. I always tell in my power system class, it is the nature of the grid to undergo fluctuations all the time. It is the knowledge and skill of the power system engineers to bring these oscillations under control and bring back the stability. With the help of the degree that you have obtained today and the knowledge and the skill that you have got throughout your stay in Oregon Tech, face the challenges in your career and bring the stability, harmony and peace in your life. Once again, wish you all the best and congratulations to all.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I'm so proud of you.
Hi, I'm Alan Pulaski, President of the Oregon Tech Foundation Board of Directors. I wanted to say congratulations to the class of 2021. May you always have new opportunities come your way, and may you always be successful in life.
Next, we recognize the graduates of the Department of Geomatics.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science Geomatics, Geographic Information Systems option. Joel Borwick. Vivienne R. Clemen. Michael James Ness, cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science Geomatics, Surveying option. Jacob A. Andrews, cum laude. Calvin Owen Baker. John Charles Hennon. Sean Wilcombe Lang, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Matthew Larineda. Cody Davis Lindberg. Michael James Ness, cum laude. T. DeJesus Quinones. Taylor Rife. Jamie Walker.
What an unbelievable year. Congratulations on your job well done and graduating from Oregon Tech. We are so excited to see all of you level up and take that next step into your career of choice. This has been an unbelievable year, and all of us here at Educational Partnerships would like to say, what a job well done, graduates of 2021.
Congratulations! Congratulations, graduates, on finishing out a really strange year, having to overcome a lot of obstacles. Just wishing you the best in your next adventure.
Hey, graduates. I want to say congratulations. You've got the world ahead of you, and you know you're going to do great. So the Financial Aid Office wishes you well. And just think, no more FAFSAs, no more verifications, no more having to come see us. Good luck.
Next, we'll recognize the graduates of the Department of Management.
The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Accounting. Palin Weiss. Walker Michael York, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award, President's Senior Cup, Most Dedicated Student Award. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Business, Accounting option.
Ajua Michelle Oka. Zachary Paray. Andrea Sotelo. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Business, Management option. Caitlin Flores, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Business, Marketing option. Dakota L. Becker. Zach Landry, magna cum laude. Andrew James Joseph Schubert. Kristen Scott. Peter Lewis Simonson, summa cum laude. Shane Gensho Suiyoshi. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Cybersecurity. Dylan Jacob Armstrong, magna cum laude. Andrew Curtis Dahl, cum laude. Adam Zachary Flagg Fairless, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Joanne Parsons, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Esteban Quiles, magna cum laude. Nathan Rashinsky, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jeffrey Scott Stout, cum laude. Cole William Weaver, magna cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Healthcare Management, Administration option. Carly Mae Boren. Jasper Kalk.
Amani Abdulmajid El Magdub.
Samantha Jean Henkel. Monica Chantel Lopez. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Healthcare Management, Clinical Management option. Lisa Burns Bitton, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jennifer Kathleen Gutierrez, cum laude.
Brooke Ashley Williams, magna cum laude. Christina Louise Wyatt, cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Healthcare Management, Radiologic Science option. Kirsten Brochette, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jessica Danielle Richmond, magna cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Health Informatics. Shayla Danielle Bloomzad. Matthew Serta, cum laude. Brooke M. Higgins, magna cum laude. Kevin Michael Parks, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jeanette Pham, cum laude. Peter Allen Wantuck. Carolyn L. Wolterman. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Information Technology. Dylan Jacob Armstrong, magna cum laude. Sheikh Abdul Kader Bandago. Jonathan Thomas Brazil. Cassidy Lane Canfield, cum laude. Amanda Kaneda. Blade Creighton. Richard Albert Cruikshank, cum laude. Kyle A. Elsie, cum laude. Jacob C. Evans. Dimitri Golovin. Rachel Erin Griggs, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Trevor Hatley, cum laude. William W. Hott. Jordan Alexander Holland, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Aaron Matthew Jetton. The Wang Zakap. Jason King, cum laude. Andrew Blake Large. Seth Robert Morgan. Anthony Nemitz, summa cum laude.
Nathan Rashinsky, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jamshid Siddiqui, magna cum laude. Carlos de la Rosa Solorio. Aaron Vang. Michael Aaron Waxman. Fuller E. Warman. Andrew Zwack. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Accounting option. Bhavini Shah, summa cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Business Systems Analysis option. Daniel C. Woodall. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Information Technology, Health Informatics option. Lori Jo Adams. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Operations Management. Juliana Bateman. Alden Chu. Corey Allen Dulesky. Brent E. DeWitt. Blaine Michael Gilmore. Garrett Scott Halverson, cum laude. Keith F. Hayes, cum laude. Eric William Jacobson, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Benjamin Matthews, cum laude. Nick McCaslin. Priscilla Carmen Medina, cum laude. Caitlin Mitchell, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Carson Thomas Porter, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Victor Alberto Rios, cum laude. Francisco J. Rivera.
Christopher Lee Yates. The next degree is Bachelor of Applied Science, Technology and Management. Lawrence Bates. Sean E. Buchanan, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Casey Cessnon. Donna R. Green. Kevin Lee Hutchinson, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Dennis Leong. Jake McLeod. Brody Alexander McNair. Michael James Thomas Schreffler. Bobby Ward. Jared Matthew Weber, summa cum laude. Grant Wolf Willie, cum laude.
Oh my Clay, congratulations to the class of 2021. You've worked so hard to get to this point, and you should feel so proud of yourself. Represent Oregon Tech well as you soar out into this new journey. Celebrate, enjoy, and relish in this moment because you've earned it. For the Tech Ambassadors and Hawaii Club members that are graduating, I am so proud of you and wish each and every one of you the very best. Each of you hold a very special place in my heart. I hope you enjoyed all the food over the years, and now it's your turn to go out and bless others. Again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Go get them. Malama pono and aloha.
Hey everybody, it's Officer Bowman from Campus Safety. Congratulations on graduation. Sorry we couldn't all hang out together this year for a lovely graduation ceremony, but we're all proud of you here at Oregon Tech, and good luck in your future endeavors.
Hello graduates, Jim Lake from Facilities Services. On behalf of our department, congratulations and job well done. We're so proud of you, and go Owls.
Congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away.
You've got brains in your head and feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose.
You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you're the one who'll decide where to go.
When things start to happen, don't worry, don't stew, just go right along. They'll start happening too.
And oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up, you'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights.
You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang and you'll soon take the lead.
Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you'll top all the rest.
Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. And I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true. The bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you.
You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go.
So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act.
Just never forget to be dexterous in death, and never mix up your right foot with your left.
And you will succeed, yes you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed.
So all of you accounting, business, marketing, IT, cyber, healthcare, operations, applied science, and health informatics graduates, you are off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain, your career, and your whole life are waiting, so get on your way.
Graduates, it's time for you to go. Okay, time to go. What, you're still here? Congratulations. Go. Get out of here. Make money. Bye.
To conclude, we'll recognize the graduates of the Department of Manufacturing and Mechanical Engineering Technology.
The next degree is Master of Science, Manufacturing Engineering Technology. Mesfin Gobizi. Otis Liu. David Na. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Manufacturing Engineering Technology. Kevin Brambilla. Christopher M. Canetti. Colton R. George. Quinn Herndon. Jacob Daniel Hertel. Magna Cum Laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Jacob Kalen Laracy. Drew Lowry. Rye Roberts Livingston, Jr. Jason Roberts. Evan Torciende Tolentino. Nicholas David Tucker, cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering.
Scott Acker, magna cum laude. Gudrun Albrecht Smith, cum laude. Jacob Allman. Ahmed Ghazi Al-Nakli. Ali Mohammed Al-Youssef. Joseph Reda Habib Azar. John Hugh Baldwin. Sean Balignase. David Holland Beal, magna cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Aaron Blundell. Daniel Brattain. Joshua K. Calloway. Christopher Chapman, cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Paul Matthew Clark, cum laude. Moises Cobian Flores. Daniel Aaron Cooper, summa cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Jeremy Thomas Cummings, cum laude. Spencer Abel Dahlke. Robert S. Dieter. Clancy Ann Delforge, magna cum laude. Ryan Mitchell Dewars. Taylor Nicole Doris. Alexander Dudnikoff. Darren Matthias Early. Oberon Pheland. Dominic E. Ferrogiaro. Tyler J. Fisher, cum laude. Brandon Fuss, magna cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Michael J. Frank, cum laude. Mark Andrew French, Tau Beta Pi. Nathan Fuller. Hannah Gafter. Isaac Gilmer, Outstanding Student Veteran Award. Jeremiah Grosby.
Lucas B. Hale.
Kyle David Hales. Eric George Hansen. James Robert Harris, Tau Beta Pi. Kai G. Hatan. Elijah Thomas Ward Hawkins. Nathaniel David Hazen. Dusty Jenny Geneva Innes.
Kyle James Jensen. Nakul Kataria. Colvin Kakua. Winston William Kelly. Zane Kearns. Nicholas Batai Kinja. David Knapp. Andy Kong, summa cum laude. Kelly W. Kylo. Sandra Lastoka. Bryson Lee Kia Nahulilua Lemapu. Michael O. Levi, cum laude. Alexei Lichtenberg, cum laude. Mikhail Lukumsky, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Dalton Michaels. Mariah Miller. Thomas Abel Mauser. Aaron E. Mueller. Justin Allen Shiguru Nichols. Dennis Panate. Taki Rose Pruski. Larry C. Raymond. Ahmed Riza. Scott Gordon Robertson, summa cum laude. Cesar Robles, Jr. Cade Roski. Devin Sachs, summa cum laude, Outstanding Scholar Award. Bishara Salome. Eric Michael Shaw Stearns. Alexander V. Shefstaff. Chase James Tokyo Shimizu. Olajimi I. Olagbenlik Sofawara. Jordan P. Sprunger. Marcus Sturligson, summa cum laude, Tau Beta Pi. Jacob Robert Suter. Brendan J. Sullivan. Gang Hua Tan. Mark Gregory Thompson. Darby Alice Twite. Jason R. Walter, magna cum laude. Aaron John West. Brian L. White, cum laude. Kyle R. Wolf.
Peyton Benjamin Wright. Duke A. York. Alexander Zendejas, cum laude. The next degree is Bachelor of Science, Mechanical Engineering Technology. Ibrahim Al-Rashidan. Jake Austin, magna cum laude. Christopher M. Canete. Noah Kaysen. Jason Daniel Dunham, magna cum laude. Marvin Garay.
Just want to give a huge shout out to all the mechanical and manufacturing engineering students graduating today. It's been a challenging year, but you got it done, and I'm proud of you.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there, class of 2021 graduate. Congratulations on making it to the end of the finish line at Oregon Tech. You're gonna accomplish so many amazing things in your life. Special shout out to top students. You rock and are amazing. Have a wonderful ceremony. And if you're like me, pick up guitar after you graduate. That's what I did. All right, take care.
Congratulations, Als. Now go conquer the world. Best wishes.
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth.
Congrats to the class of 2021 and a shout out to the softball owls, Logan, Mac, and Olivia.
It's a celebration. Come on and celebrate tonight, 'cause everything's gonna be alright. Let's celebrate.
Thank you, Dean Kaiser, Dr. House, and Ms. Morgan for recognizing our graduates. Although you are virtually attending today, I ask that our graduates please rise. Class of 2021, please move your tassels to the left side of your cap, signifying your graduation from the Oregon Institute of Technology. And now, wherever you are, and with those you may have gathered with, I invite everyone to please join together in a true spirit of joy, giving a loud, proud round of applause for our graduates. And now for a special message from Alumni Advisory Board President Ken Vanderhey, a 1990 graduate of electronics engineering technology. Since graduating, Ken enjoyed a successful 29-year career with HP, most recently serving as the Chief of Staff for HP's 3D printing organization. He retired from HP in 2019 and is now the Vice President of Sales and Franchise Development for a national food company. Ken joined the Alumni Advisory Board at Oregon Tech in 2016 and is currently serving a second term as president. He is a dedicated fundraiser and friend-raiser and has been a key consultant for all things related to alumni relations. Please join me in welcoming Ken Vanderhey.
Greetings, graduates. My name is Ken Vanderhey, and I'm honored to address you today as a proud alumnus from the class of 1990 and as president of the Alumni Advisory Board for Oregon Tech. In just a matter of minutes, you will no longer be a student, but instead you will be part of the alumni family, which has over 30,000 members. I encourage you to stay connected with Oregon Tech, since doing so will make the university stronger and benefit you in so many ways as well. You'll be receiving alumni newsletters each month, getting invited to events just for alumni, invited to speak to classes, attend career fairs, and even serve on volunteer boards. Our alumni community helps preserve the excellence of Oregon Tech, and I'm so excited to share in this journey with you. Again, welcome to the Alumni Association, and congratulations.
Congratulations to all of our new alumni. I'd like to take a moment now to recognize all of the important people here today that form your support system of family and friends. Without them, the attainment of a degree would be more difficult. So to those who contribute to that support system, let me say thank you. Parents, grandparents, spouses, partners, Thank you for believing in your graduate. Sisters, brothers, children, grandchildren, without you, it may not have been possible. Friends, mentors, and loved ones, thank you for all your encouragement. Graduates, you are now joining the ranks of thousands of Oregon Tech alumni who serve our global, regional, and local communities. You will be remembered for what you will all be doing to help bring us back to the normal world that now holds new promise and new hope. Only with your innovation and your leadership will we manage through and excel past this extraordinary time. As we close today's ceremony, all of us at Oregon Tech wish you well in the coming months and years. You are now alumni, not students any longer. This means that we may call on you to support the next generations of students, just as those before you have, with class presentations, job tips, networking help, and support to help our students stay in school and excel. Class of 2021, enjoy the rest of your celebration today. Thank you for being here with us for this very unique ceremony. And now to close this commencement, here are some special messages from other Oregon Tech alumni. Welcome to the beginning of the next part of your life. Congratulations and go Owls!
Hi, class of 2021. My name is Roger Pattison. I'm from the class of 1991 in electronics engineering technology. I just wanted to congratulate you on this major accomplishment in your life and to welcome you to the Fellowship of the Alumni. Best of success this year and wish you all the best and go Owls.
Hi, this is Lorene Roy, class of 77, and congratulations, Owls.
Hi, I'm Erica Robinson, DMS class of 2005.
I'm Paul Robinson, class of 2006, IT. Congratulations, class of 2021.
We are looking forward to you guys joining our OIT alumni family and all the achievements that you'll bring to our communities. Go Owls!
Go Owls!
I'm John O'Connor from the class of 1975, and congratulations on all your hard work.
Hey, class of 2021. My name is Jesse Nielsen of class 2017. I graduated in electrical engineering, and I just want to say congratulations for getting through college and graduating this year. I'm proud of you guys. I want you to know that you are the new and upcoming teens and members of society that are going to take on the current challenges of the world today. You have the skills, you have the ability, you just got to keep working at it, do your networking, do your work, go out and give 120%. I know you can do it. You've already been doing it. Keep at it, keep going, go Owls.
So I'm Darianne Stafford, class of 2007.
I'm Jesse Stafford, class of 2007. We wish you guys all the best in your graduation and hope you have great careers going forwards.
Go Owls!
Hi, this is Dennis Lively from the class of 65. All your hard work is worth it. You'll succeed.
Hi, I'm Kayla Kerner, class of 2016 from the Medical Laboratory Science program, and I'm very excited to welcome you to our alumni family. Go Owls!
This is Mike Brickley, CSAT 1976, and my message is we'll see you June 4th, 2061 for your Golden Hour reunion.
My name is Travis Thomas. I graduated in 2019 and I have a degree in applied psychology. Welcome to the alumni family and Go Owls 2021.
This is Jim Blair from the class of 1970 electrical engineering. I'd like to congratulate you all and remind you that you made a great choice attending and completing your studies at Oregon Tech.
Hi, I'm Nicole, class of 2013.
And I'm Jason, class of 2011. Congratulations and go Owls.
Go Owls!
Hi, this is Gary Dennis from the class of 66 and 71. Congratulations on achieving your goals. This education is going to be your greatest asset going forward.
Hi, I'm Alex Nippen, class of 2007 CSET.
Congratulations, guys. You did it. Nothing can hold you back. Go Owls!
Congratulations.
Congratulations to the class of 2021 from the University Development and Alumni Relations team. Your future is full of possibilities.
Your future is unlimited. Your future is full of moments in which you can choose to soar.
Your future is full of potential and excitement.
Your future is in your hands.
Your future is full of endless opportunities to stay connected to your alma mater. Once an owl, always an owl. Go Owls!